stuff coming up. So let's
Every
just
weekend
get into it real quick here. First thing, the European Regional Qualifier is this weekend.
Oh yeah.
So European Regional Qualifier is here. Europe is such a crazy scene right now. It's really hard to say who's going to win. We've got a lot of players to look out for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Namely Maltimum, right? He was the regional qualifier last year, and he's in first right now in the Brawlhalla circuit. Just in overall through all the tournaments, he's still number one. However, we haven't seen him winning the tournaments lately, right? In fact, it's surprising to see him in first right now, considering that he wasn't in top 8 of the summer championship, right? He did so well early on that he didn't need to continue performing extremely well. No one was able to catch up to him.
Got all those points early to secure. I mean, he was second place at the World Championship last year.
Yeah, and you can never count that out, right? He is clearly capable of performing well in a tournament setting, especially a LAN tournament setting, which really changes things up. Plenty of people very good online don't perform well at LANs, and that because it all matters.
Different experience.
Just being next to your opponent like that is very different. It feels different. It's a European 1v1 tournament. The winner of the Europe Regional Qualifier is going to be getting a plane ticket. But round trip, right? We don't just send them there,
right?
We bring them back.
Obviously, you get the trip.
That's 2 plane tickets.
Get that plane ticket to the World Championship and back.
Yeah,
you get the hotel stay during the World Championship.
Your own room
and that spot in top 32.
Yeah, you'll just be sitting in top 32 while everybody else competes in waterfall to get up to where you already are. So it's happening this weekend. On Saturday, it starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, I'm talking stream times, right? This is not tournament time. So if you're a tournament competitor, don't go off of this alone. Check your dashboard on SmashGG for your actual start time. Stream will be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. In Europe, that's 7 p.m. CEST.
Yep.
Is that Central European summertime, I think. And then on Sunday, it's 1 hour back, so it's noon Eastern on Sunday, and that's for top 8 best of 5, 6 p.m. CEST. Man. So it's going to be really, really exciting. Some more players to look out for besides Maltimum, the regional qualifier champion of last year, and current first place in the circuit. Really seems like he's the guy, right? We're going to be seeing how well he does because there's a lot of expectations for him now, right? He's the champ. But there's also Dobrian just right on his heels in second place.
Monster.
Right? He's not far off from first place on the circuit.
He's been one of the most consistent players for the longest time.
That's right.
Even back from the old days of Brawlhalla.
Yeah. And then there's Iram, who got in third place quickly, right? Because of his extreme performance in the summer championship.
Monster.
So as far as recent goes, it's Iram for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see how well he does now with Dash being in. And then after Iram, in fourth place on the circuit leaderboard is M for Mini. Yeah. Another this guy didn't exist in Brawlhalla, in competitive Brawlhalla last year. During the European qualifier last year.
Right.
Now he is just a monster.
He's turned it up
He's
like
Ulgrim.
crazy.
He's easily the best Ulgrim in the game
by
right
far.
now. He has really cool play style too. He does, he wins by with unexpected attacks. No one would have thought that he would go for that, and he got a kill with it. So sure to see
Very
some excellent play
player to watch,
out of him. There's also Daiku, definitely someone to look out for. 2v2 world champion last year. This year he's always been up there. So I can say for sure that he wants to win the most.
Oh yeah.
He's got the passion more than anybody for being the champion this year.
And it's looking pretty good for him because Dobrain did hold a few EU Dash tournaments right up until the release of Dash. And Daiku was winning them pretty consistently.
So yeah, maybe this is his time now. Maybe he'll be king again.
He's been putting a lot of work in for it.
And then there's also Stimpy, another player to look out for. He will be attending BCX. So and he's invited. So he wants to turn that trip into a free trip by winning the regional qualifier.
Oh yeah.
Also people to look out for TB. He's always been very, very good. He's won a few tournaments in the Brawlhalla circuit, as well as competed in many 2v2 events with Maltimum. There's also Addy Mestic. Oh my goodness, Addy Mestic.
Crazy.
The clutch master, man. Yeah. He will win every 2v1. But we'll see in 1v1. He hasn't been first place in many 1v1 events, although he has won. I say it like, oh yeah, he's only won like a couple.
Right, just a couple tournaments. That's all. Against the best.
He's definitely capable. So we'll see how far he gets. His teammate Cake, also a monster in 1v1, playing Queen Nai a lot, and Effie. Effie's 10th place on the leaderboard, but
I'd keep an eye out for him, sure.
He's probably the most, what do you call it?
He's like the biggest lab monster.
Yeah, he's labbed Dash the most of anybody in the game. So
he's always one of those heavily analytical players. He will spend a ton of time in training mode just dissecting each and every move, every situation, just that way he can find these crazy strings, these crazy followers.
Yeah. I get the feeling that this tournament is exactly the kind of tournament that somebody who's been labbing really hard the past few weeks can win. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh yeah.
That's happening this weekend again, 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Don't miss it. It's gonna be awesome. Twitch.tv/Brawlhalla. You know how it is,
man. All this hype.
And all of this hype leads to BCX, right?
Yep.
It's all about the Brawlhalla World Championship. It's a $100,000 prize this year. It's in the same venue as last year, but a different room. We're gonna have a lot more space this time around. We're gonna have 3 streams. We've got waterfall brackets now that'll ensure that everybody plays at least 7 matches. In most cases, literally half of the players will play at least 14 matches. And depending on how well you do, you might just keep going up and playing more and more depending on how well you do. Man, $100,000 combined prize pool. That's $50,000 for 1v1, $50,000 for 2v2.
And you could win it both.
Yeah, you could win it both. Potentially could just leave with like $60-something thousand.
Yeah, I mean, LDZ won 1v1 last year and took second in 2v2.
Yeah, that's right. So it's quite a payday for
happen.
LDZ. You could do so well at BCX that you could just go buy a car after you leave.
Yeah.
You buy a condo if you do well enough at BCX. Isn't that crazy to think?
Insane.
Play Brawlhalla well, earn house. It's possible. It's possible. And if you register right now, if you register early, there's a really cool avatar that you can get as well. We've got a basic BCX avatar. That one's going to be sold in the BCX pack.
Right.
Yeah, you get that in the BCX pack. BCX pack will release about 2 weeks before BCX comes out. But if you register right now and up to October 11th, that's our early registration period. You can get this fancy animated BCX avatar emailed to you from Smash GG for registering for a tournament early. Now remember, it's not for spectators. The only way you can get this avatar, the only way you will ever be able to get this avatar is by registering for BCX. So it's not going to be something you can purchase later. It's not going to be in the BCX pack. It's not going to be in the swag bags at BCX. You have to register for BCX early to get that avatar. And we might be giving a couple away at the end of the stream. A couple. That means 2.
Yeah. Man,
it's gonna be cool. And so just real quick, I want to give another breakdown of waterfall brackets and what that means, because BCX confirmed will have waterfall brackets. Now, if you look at this graphic real quick, let me just show you guys here. We're looking at, this is like an example of what someone could potentially experience at BCX, right? Pretend that you are this Bodvar, right? You're coming in totally unranked. Our Bodvar here, he hasn't played any circuit tournaments. He's got no points, right?
Totally unranked, and it's going to start out with placement pools.
Right.
Now tell us what are
these placement pools? The placement pools are seeded, right? This is like the most seeded part of the tournament. This is you know, just like the double elimination tournaments, you'll have top players you'll have to fight against, but since they're seeded, you have kind of a nice even distribution of everybody. There will be a monster, there'll be some diamond people, you know, there'll be some plat people, and there'll be some unranked people like that we've got here.
Okay, so you'll probably come across some people better than you, some people not quite as good as you, and a couple people around your skill level.
Unless you know that you can do this, you can expect to lose at least like one or two in those pools. They're round robin pools, so you're going to play everybody once. And it's not over if you lose necessarily, right? It's all about how well you do compared to the other people. So the top four of placement pools will be moving on to different divisions and continue competing. The bottom four of placement pools get knocked out of the event after playing 7 matches, seven good matches. So you'll have had your fun. So third and fourth place go down to Division 3, right? Okay. Second place goes to Division 2, and first place goes to Division 1. So right out of placement pools, people get sent off into different divisions. So
all right.
Division 3, that's third and fourth place of everybody in the placement pools. You can see here our Bodvar just goes right down to it and competes with everybody. And you can see in Division 3, no diamonds, right? Lots of platinum players, some gold players and stuff, and our Bodvar.
Everyone who took third and fourth place in their placement pool will be competing in that.
And that's all. You'll do a round robin with only players who've gotten third and fourth in their placement pools.
Should be all pretty much around your skill level.
Right. And so the top 2 players from every Division 3 pool are promoted to Division 2 and will just continue playing right after Division 3 is over. And you can see in Division 2, it's a little harder, right? We got some circuit point ranked players, a couple diamonds and stuff. It's going to be harder because these are all the players that got second place in their placement pool, and also players who got promoted from Division 3. And then it's the same story for Division 1, right? Top 2 from Division 2 get promoted to Division 1, and they play round robins in pools that also consist of everybody who got first place in their placement pools. So this one's going to be really tough, right? It's definitely going to be really hard. And top 2 of Division 1 pools get promoted into the playoffs. So the playoffs are 1v1 specific thing. It's basically after Division 1 we have our top 16 for the 2v2 tournament, but for 1v1 there's this extra stage called the playoffs, and this is really serious. Now this is only top 2 players from Division 1. Playoffs, nobody goes from placement to playoffs. So this is purely consisting of all the best players from Division 1. And only first place from every playoff pool will be moving on to get promoted from Waterfall into top 32 of their bracket, right? So most of our all of our invited players are waiting in top 32. Like we said, like that's one of the prizes of regional qualifiers, right? Is you're just up in top 32. And Waterfall will feed to fill out the rest of the bracket. So and it's flexible in that way. If something unforeseen happens and we have less people than we invited, they couldn't make it for whatever reason, it's no problem. That's just more players that get promoted from Waterfall. We're going to be our rule is if a player can't make it for whatever, an invited player can't make it, we're confirming with them beforehand whether or not they can come, and if they can't, that invite will go down to the next person. And the rule we're going to be going by is it'll go down up to 5 ranks from the invited player, right? So if our third place guy in Australia can't make it, right, we'll ask 4th place, we'll ask 5th place, all the way down to 5 ranks below. And if 5 ranks below can't come, that's a new slot for the waterfall bracket. So another person will get promoted into the top 32
that could
final
be crazy.
bracket. It's gonna be really, really exciting. We've also got the schedule here. You guys can check out. This is schedule subject to change, but this is very much. This is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, this is at the event.
This is pretty final, but obviously things can change. Our blanket dev stream statement that nothing we say can be taken as fact.
So it looks like starting out Friday, we're going to have 2v2 waterfall. That's going to be your placement pools and the divisions.
Right. And then we get in 2v2, it's a top 16 tournament, just like 1v1 is top 32. And once you get to top 16 or top 32 for 1v1, then it just becomes a regular double elimination tournament.
Right.
And none of your losses from waterfall carry into top 32 in any way. Everybody's in the winner's bracket of top 32 when it starts. So that's it. We got stuff going on. Oh, just getting something. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
that's exciting. So that 3-day event that is this World Championship, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be a serious...
It's 2v2s Friday, 1v1s on Saturday, and then the top 8s are on Sunday.
And it's a 10 a.m. start every day. Friday is all 2v2, Saturday is all 1v1. But it is
There's a lot of matches to get through.
Every
There's going to be a lot of competition. I'm excited for that. That's going to be insane.
Man, I can't wait. You just got to register and come to VCX. It's seriously going to be the most fun time of your year. Come meet all the players you've been playing with all year long. Go out to eat with your new friends and stuff like that. It's really cool, man. Just play some friendly matches. There's gonna be tons of stations for friendlies as the tournaments ease up. The farther up into the divisions we do, the more open open stations there'll be just for free play.
Yep.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, and you're definitely missing out if you can't come for whatever reason. I feel bad for you, son.
It's going to be an amazing time. All of these lands have been phenomenal. The World Championship last year was absolutely amazing.
Best time. Oh my!
And this year is going to be even better.
It's really going to be a lot of fun. If you're just a casual Brawlhalla player, this is the event to come out to. Come compete in the waterfall brackets. You'll have the chance to play against people around your skill level. It's not all tournament champions that are just going to wreck you, right? You're going to get lots and lots of matches against people around your skill level. So just come out and have fun. It's really going to be a good time. And I can't wait to see all of you guys there. All right.
All right.
We did it. We did another